How can we raise the profile of the seafood industry? Oh dear. Well, as you all know by now, that's the question that underlies the broad group mission for the National Seafood Industry Program of 2016. Hi everyone, my name is Laura Smith. I'm from Marine Solutions in Tasmania. I'd like to introduce to you my teammates, Felipe Henriquez, Quality Assurance Supervisor at the Sydney Fish Market, and Paul Jordan, Commercial Fisher from King Island, Tasmania. So how could a fisher, a scientist and a Quality Assurance Supervisor raise the profile of an industry? Well, when our group first formed in Darwin back in April, we didn't have the answer. But we had drive, we had industry knowledge, we had leadership potential, and we had the beginnings of a few leadership lessons from the early days of the program. With a little bit of brainstorming, we slowly but surely developed ideas, and when we left Darwin, we had a goal to publish seafood articles in airline magazines. While working towards that goal, we met some fantastic people, we had inspiring conversations, and our trajectory changed as opportunities arose. We've developed and are implementing a twofold strategy, aimed to raise the profile of our seafood industry both internally, via communication to industry members, and also externally via information sharing targeted at our consumers. I'll hand over to Paul now to tell you a little bit more about the first part of this twofold strategy.
Thanks, Laura. Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a second generation commercial fisher from King Island, Tasmania. I'm a second generation because I want to be, not because I have to be. I love fishing and I cannot imagine doing anything else. Fishing is my family's business, our livelihood and our way of life. As you can see, that's my brother and I when we were little fellas. We were pretending to be abalone divers in the dinghy according to Mum. That's my son playing in the dinghy. That's my brother abalone diving. That's my father and my son, and that's us on the boat there. So literally I've grown up with the industry and the fishing lifestyle. So media and profiles promoting through print isn't my forte. I catch fish in the fishing industry, and fishers is what I know. The opportunity presented itself for us to pen an article for the TISIC magazine, and we thought we could deliver our message to the benefits and fundamental ideas we have learned working together in our NSILP groups. With such a diverse group from different backgrounds, we wanted to put something out there that the wider industry could relate to. Collecting NSILP participant visions, we recognised we wanted the same or similar things: sustainable, profit, jobs for generations to come, and to promote a proud and thriving seafood industry. My personal experience with NSILP and the realisation that there are so many different facets to the seafood industry: science, marketing, wild catch, aquaculture, land and sea-based jobs. The opportunities are endless and amazing. So the cogs in my mind started turning. As the bigger picture became clearer, I realised it's not just a fishing industry, it's a seafood industry. So an article on our thoughts was penned with much help from Laura and Felipe that became legible and was published by the TISIC magazine. There will be a copy on each table at tonight's dinner. Excited about our response, we reached out to other industry publications across Australia. So far, interest and response has been positive and at times overwhelming. Remember, writing articles to be published is very different to catching fish. Still keen to promote unity amongst industry and what it means to me as a ground level fisher. I wanted to share some of the benefits I've learned from working together in our groups. I can't make anyone think the way I think, but I can give them something to think about. I want to give back and promote the industry that is the very lifeblood of my existence. Through the program, I have learned so many useful tools and skills to lead industry in the future, bettering both my working life and my personal life. It is important to be flexible, at times working in groups spread across Australia with different backgrounds, ideas and work hours has been an interesting challenge. I've learnt to appreciate others' ideas and different perspectives, and to lead with passion, and sometimes I just need to let go. I thank everyone involved and all those guys. I've met along the journey. It's been great. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Paul. Hello, everyone. I introduce myself again. Felipe Enriquez, Quality Assurance from Sydney Fish Market. As Laura mentioned before, our initial goal was having an article published within an airline magazine. Well, during that process, and with the help of so many great people, some of you guys in this room, and contact within the industry, we found ourselves with the great opportunity of having our external strategy with Woolworths, which is amazing, and Laura's going to explain more about it later. So our first strategy with them started with using our collective industry expertise and network as NSILP participants from different backgrounds, and connect Woolworths communication teams with fishermen, with different seafood products, and this in order to connect and engage Woolworths Fresh magazine reader base with our industry, and also potentially increase sales of particular products on their stores. So some of the ideas that we present on our first meeting were from the sea to your supermarket. So basically a story of the provenance of Woolworths retail seafood product, and having some background of the fishermen, scientists, chef, and more behind the product. And all of our ideas were Australia's seafood story, some sort of region by region seafood stories around Australia, and with the producers, some sort of an interview style article with charismatic producer, fishermen, and others around the industry behind this product. Well, with some collaborative work and feedback from Woolworths, we decided to go with the idea of putting a familiar face to the industry and to the product. So basically our strategy consisted in doing a small survey to a different and interesting characters within the industry, going from fishermen, marine biologists, scientists, quality assurance, chef, and more. But focus on different and specifically products that are more common seen in their stores. Some of our questions in our survey were, what's your involvement in the seafood industry? How do you get involved in the seafood industry? Can you tell us something exciting about the day at the office? And some others like seafood recipe and more. We had some great response from some amazing people within the industry, such as Dwayne Klinkhammer, prawn fisherman skipper from Queensland, and Roberta Moore from Sydney Fish Market Seafood School, with this delicious salmon sashimi salad and some other recipes. We think that the seafood industry is full with interesting character and exciting stories. And our agenda is to share those stories with the broader audience. We're seafood people, passionate about our industry. And with topics like country of origin labeling and the creation of a national seafood big body being the center of the conversation at the moment, we believe that timing is great for us to achieve our mission. We have the information, the expertise, the networking, and the passion at fingertips. Time is perfect to share our industry, not just with Australian people, but everywhere around the globe. So thank you very much, and I will finally leave you all with Laura, who's going to present where we currently are in our project.
The reach of these articles has been enormous, and the potential reach is even greater. Paul described our industry-targeted Unity articles, communicating a simple, strong and timely message to band together to achieve our common goals. These articles have been, or will soon to be published, by over 12 separate organisations in every state of Australia as well as in New Zealand. The cumulative total known number of prints of our articles is over 21,000, which we're pretty proud of. Additionally, an estimated 9,500 targeted emails have been sent to subscribers, and plus there's a further unknown number that has been through social media shares. In our visits to Parliament House over the last 2 days, we had the importance of industry unity reinforced to us time and time again by Senator Anne Ruston, Acting Minister for Fisheries, by Nick Henry, Advisor to the Minister for Innovation, Industry and Science, and by Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce, amongst others. The decision makers are asking unity of us, and our industry is crying out for it. If our message resounds with even a small fraction of those who have had it placed directly in their hands, and if they then act upon that message, then we will have improved the operation of our industry from the inside by encouraging a unified approach and a stronger, weightier voice on issues which we hope and believe can have a ripple effect. Felipe described our external strategy aimed at sharing information and increasing awareness amongst consumers of seafood about the diversity and opportunities within the industry. As Felipe said, collection of material for our pitch to Woolworths is underway, and we will present to the category manager for seafood at Woolworths when we have a polished and complete seed to supermarket story. I'm going to take advantage of my opportunity in front of you all now to shamelessly do a little bit of a call out. We are still looking for the final touches in our pitch. We're looking for skippers, scientists, processors, managers, farmers, fishers, people working within the supply chain of Woolworths stocked products to be featured. So come and say hello at afternoon tea. Okay. The reach of the Woolworths Fresh magazine is huge. According to their media kit, they distribute 750,000 print copies. They estimate over 30,000 iPad downloads every month, and they have an estimated readership of nearly 3 million. So there's an enormous opportunity for our industry to get really good quality information out there to consumers. We're committed to making the best of this opportunity, and we'll submit our pitch to Woolworths by mid-December, but hopefully sooner. The value to our industry doesn't stop with the direct benefits of our strategy. We've learnt so much through the process, which we will all be taking back to our respective positions within the seafood sector to be stronger future industry leaders. Flexibility was key. We did start with an airline magazine strategy, and opportunities arose, and we moved away from that, grabbed opportunities as they came up. The willingness of our industry members to help has been enormous. Special thanks to people in this room, Martin Excel and the team at Austral, Gillian Harrington and the team at TISIC, and so many others in this room, including, of course, Chris and Jill and all our fellow participants. And for me personally, the infectiousness of enthusiasm has been enormous. When momentum was lacking, that really did get me back up and going to have good conversations. So everyone in this room, please don't underestimate the power of your passion and your enthusiasm and communication. And of course, just the awesome power of unity. To share with you a couple of excerpts from our articles, let's start collaborating. Let's recognise we want the same things: sustainability, profit, jobs, a proud, thriving industry. Let's band together to achieve our shared goals. Industry would have more weight in tackling big issues if we had a single voice with a consistent message. The group of graduates from this year's program is committed to this. From rocky beginnings, with a group that tended towards focusing our differences, pictured here in Darwin, we've matured into a group that has leverage off of our similarities and done exactly what we called for in our industry-focused articles: to collaborate and to band together to achieve our shared goals. Let's keep it up. Thanks.